Hi everyone, welcome back to 6th class science chapter 3 animals and their food. Animals and their food. So in this class what we will discuss is, let us see, the first one in this class, how leeches get their food, and second one, how birds get their food, and natural scavengers. What are natural scavengers and some examples also, let us see. And how does a frog get its food? Next one, how does a cow gets its food? And ruminants, what is ruminants? Let us see what are ruminants and some examples also. And next question is, how a hunting animal like lion gets its food? And last one, how a dog gets its food. And finally we will have some home task also. So let us begin. First one, how leeches get their food. So if you have textbook, you can open the textbook and see how leeches get their food. People in rural areas are familiar with leeches. In rural areas, people, they know very well about these leeches. So what is leeches? They can know. So while rearing cattle near water, they find leeches on the skin of animals. On the skin of animals you will find these leeches. So when cattle go for drinking water near the pond, so sometimes they will settle in the water. When they come out, they will observe some leeches on their skin. Leeches stick onto the skin and suck the blood of cattle as well as humans. So these leeches suck the blood of cattle as well as humans. They will stick the skin of the animals and suck the blood of animals as well as humans also. How they will suck the blood? How the leeches suck the blood? What are the body parts which helps? So see, they have a special structures called suckers. What is that? Suckers. They have a special structures called suckers in their mouth to do this. So here if you observe, they have a suckers. Okay, so in their mouth you can observe clearly. So with the help of that suckers, they will suck the blood. You can see the picture. So here if you observe, they have a special structures called suckers. From this place, so they will suck the blood from the skin of the animals as well as humans. Okay, so do snails and earthworms also suck something from the ground? So like leeches, snails and earthworms also suck from the soil. So their prey, that means their food is, they will suck from the ground. Okay, next one, let us see. Next one, how birds get their food. Look at the picture of different birds have different beaks. If you observe here, different birds have different beaks. So do you know why they have different beaks? Do you know why they are different? So why they are different? Yes, the beaks are different because the birds eat different kinds of food. Because birds have different food habits, they will eat different type of food. So that is why different birds have different beaks. For example, woodpeckers. Woodpeckers have a long and strong beak. By using this beak, they remove layers of bark and eat ants and pests which lie under the bark. So woodpeckers have which type of beak? So you can see woodpeckers have a long and strong beak. You can see the picture, woodpecker, so long and strong beak. So with the help of this beak, they will remove the layers of the bark, the layers of the tree. That barks they will remove and under that barks they will eat that ants and pest present under the barks. So they will collect that ants and pest and they will eat. Next one you can see crane. If you observe, the crane has a long beak to catch fish in water. If you observe the crane, you can see how the crane catches fish. See, crane has a long beak. Why a crane has a long beak? Because it has to catch the fish present inside the water. So that is why it will catch the fish. So that is why the crane has a long beak. So if you observe the beak of the crane here, it has some teeth also. So how it will help this teeth? So by using this teeth, crane will filter the water. Okay, so if you observe here, these are the some teeth. So from this teeth onwards, the crane will filter the fish from the water. Okay, and next one. Have you ever seen vultures? Vultures, do you know vultures? They have a strong hooked beaks to tear flesh of animals. Okay, let us see how these vultures. So if you observe here, you can see the vultures. So this is the vulture. You can see the picture. Here I will show you. This is the vulture. If you see, its beak is strong and hooked beaks. So how the vulture use its beak? It uses its beak to tear the flesh. And if you observe the claws, this legs you see, it is called claws. By using this claws, they will hold the flesh, and with the help of this strong beak, they will tear the flesh. So this is the advantage of this vultures. And next one, see, observe once how it is taking or tearing the flesh. This is the vulture tearing the flesh. So while eating, it uses its claws as well as strong beak. Next one, you see parrots. Parrots also have a strong beak. So for what purpose they will use? They will use for cracking the nuts as well as for eating fruits. Parrots use their beak. Next one, if you see this hummingbird. Hummingbird has a long beak and a sharp beak. See, for what purpose it is using? To suck the nectar from the flowers. There is a sweet substance present inside the flowers. So with the help of this sharp and long beak, this hummingbird will collect the nectar from the flowers. Duck. So it is very interesting to watch how a duck catches its food. Ducks have teeth. So how ducks uses its teeth? For filtering from the water, or filtering the fish from the water. They will not useful for grinding the food for like us, like okay, human beings using teeth for grinding food, but ducks teeth useful for filtering the food from the water. Okay, next one, let us see natural scavengers. Natural scavengers. Do you know, see, crows and vultures that live in our surroundings usually eat waste, rotten food material, dead animals, etc. They keep our surroundings clean in this manner. So scavengers is nothing but those who clean our nature. They are called scavengers. Natural scavengers means in the nature itself there are some scavengers. In normal society also there are some scavengers. They will clean our drainage system and collecting waste. These are all we will appoint them. But these are natural scavengers. Who are the natural scavengers? Crows and vultures here. In the higher class, you will learn more about these natural scavengers. There are some more natural scavengers also. Here only crows and vultures, for our understanding it is given only crows and vultures. Next one, how does a frog gets its food? So if you observe this figure, frog has a long tongue, a sticky tongue. So it is very interesting to watch a frog gets its food. Very interesting. So if you concentrately observe how a frog gets its food, a frog throws out its sticky tongue towards an insect. A frog throws out its tongue, and this tongue will attach that one insect. The insect gets stuck on the frog's tongue. Then the frog swallows it. Then the frog swallows it. So it's very interesting. If you have a chance to watch frog how it will collect its food, you can watch it. Next one, let us see activity 4. So observe how a lizard catches its food. Write down your observations. Find out the differences between a frog and lizard's way of tracking food. How do these animals use their tongue? So if you observe, here frog is using tongue and lizards also catches with the help of its tongue. How lizard is using its tongue, you can watch in your home also and observe that how some animals, these animals using their tongue. This is the activity for you. And how do these animals use their tongue? Okay, so observe and note down. And next one, how does a cow gets its food? So observe the cattle like a cow and buffalo, how they are grazing the grass, how they eating grass. We know that many animals like the cow depend on plants for food. So cow depend on plants. They will eat grass and leaves, etc. So they are herbivores. So animals which eat plants and plants products are called herbivores. Animals like cow, goat, buffalo, sheep, giraffe, camel, elephant, deer, etc. So these are all eat different parts of plants like green or dry grass, green grass or dry grass, and also they will eat leaves and branches of plants. So that is why they are all called herbivores. Let us observe activity 5. Observe a cow or a buffalo while eating its food. Write your observations in your notebook. How does a cow find its food? So let us see next one diagram. If you see, note the parts of the body involved in it. What mouth parts of the cow are involved in eating its food? So while observing, you have to observe which parts cow is using to eat the grass. Do cows have teeth? Yes, they have teeth. But do they have teeth on both jaws? No, they don't have teeth on both jaws. Only lower jaw they have teeth. In what way can you justify it is a herbivore? Because it is eating plants and plants products. So like a grass and leaves and branches of some leaves. So that is why cow is a herbivore. You may have observed cows and buffaloes sitting under trees and moving their jaws. So cows and buffaloes sometimes they will rest under a tree and they will move their mouth, their jaws moving. So what is that? Let us see. Do you know why they do that? So do you know? See, ruminants, animals like cow, buffalo, camel, etc. chew food very quickly and swallow and store it in a part of their stomach. So when they go to field, they will quickly collect the food and swallow it. And after some time, they take food material back from the stomach to the mouth and chew it again. So after sitting a certain place, they will bring back that food into the mouth and they will chew it again. So this process is called rumination. So like this, bringing back and chewing again. So this process is called rumination. These animals are called ruminants. So like this, which animals are doing like this rumination, they are called ruminants. So here cow is a ruminant animal. Next one, how a hunting animal like a lion gets its food. Did you ever see how a lion hunts a deer on TV? If you see a Discovery TV, they will show how a lion hunting a deer. So while hunting a deer, this lion will concentrate very concentratedly, they will observe without moving. So what do you feel about its concentration and actions while hunting? So very concentratively they will observe. Wild animals like lion, fox, wolf, and tiger hunt other animals for their food. So this lion, fox, wolf, and tiger, they will hunt other animals for their food. They will not eat plants and plants products. They will hunt other animals, small animals, and they will eat. They have a strong legs to run for a hunting purpose. They have a strong legs to run and sharp claws to catch. So the friend him circle claws. Okay, sharp claws to catch and sharp teeth to tear flesh. By using these body parts, what is that body parts? Strong legs, sharp claws, and sharp teeth. These three will help for hunting the other animals and for eating food. And next one, how a dog gets its food. About dog, let us see. Observe a dog in your surroundings. How does it gets its food? So if you observe a dog, you can observe its teeth. Their teeth is very sharp. So write your observations. What do you have to observe? What does it do to find food? What does dog do to find its food? They will smell, sniffing. Okay, they will see, they will observe the smell and will come. Which parts are involved in taking food? So mainly they have a sharp teeth. So these teeth are very strong and sharp. By using this sharp teeth, they will eat the food. How does a dog eat meat? So by using these teeth, they will tear the flesh and eat. How does a dog drink water? So it is very interesting. By using tongue, they licks up water. Okay, licking. What is called? Licks up. Is there any difference in using its tongue when compared with a frog or a cow? So how a frog uses its tongue? They will throw the tongue to the insect and capture the insect and swallow. How a cow uses its tongue? Cow uses its tongue to swallow the grass. It's food. But here, dog using its tongue for licks up, for drinking water, licks up milk, water, etc. like that. So here you can write down animal uses of tongue. How frog is using its tongue and how cow is using its tongue and how dog is using its tongue. You can write down frog using its tongue for capturing the insects. Cow is using its tongue for swallowing the grass. Dog is using its tongue for licks up milk, water, etc. So let us conclude this session with a home task. What is the home task? First question, how does a frog gets its food? And second question, what are the natural scavengers? You have to write their names. And third question, give 2 examples of ruminants. So what are the ruminant animals? You have to write here. And fourth question, how does duck use its teeth? And fifth question, how leeches get their food? So this is the end of the session. Friends, if you like this video, please like and share with your friends. We will meet again in the next class. Thank you.